So everybody had a nice lunch? Enjoyed the lunch? No? No? You want to cook? Next time we make a presentation, we make sure we have something fun about it. And how? No, I just had lunch, man. I just had lunch.
No.
Taste of success. It's about preparation. Eh? All right. God is a God of variety and the Lord of inclusion. And this is the reason why when I saw the title for this conference, I said, okay, it's time for me to come up and share the vision of the National Youth Culinary Program. Because that's what it's all about. It's about including young people, preparing young people for successes. In 2018, the National Youth Culinary Program was formed as a non-profit. It started out as a partnership between the Youth Services Unit, Ritz-Carlton, Home Gas, and Progressive Distributors. And then in 2018, I was told it needs to be a non-profit now and take it away from the government. So we did that. And we had some high school students participate in a logo competition, and this is what they came up with.
Nice.
And we've been on fire ever since. So today I want to share a little bit about how we include people. The program itself starts with youth as young as age 10, which is primary, and takes them straight through high school as a farm system for culinary institutions, the tertiary level culinary institutions, or the workplace. So either track, whether it's right into the labor force, or for top tier colleges or certifications or from around the world, that is what we prepare our young people for. And it doesn't really matter if you came on here. As long as you're here, that means you where God put me. That means our paths cross. That means you get dealt with. Right? And that's how I look at it. It's great if we can always say that we are empowering young Caymanians, but if anybody is in the Cayman Islands, they can get empowered the Cayman Islands way. And so that's what the National Youth Culinary Program aims to do. So we have some young people that came through the program that are not Caymanian, but they're still successful. And if we are to develop world-class persons, world-class citizens, we ought to try to develop world-class leaders, no matter where it is, in or out of the kitchen. So that's our motto. Our slogan is developing world-class leaders in and out of the kitchen. Because it's needed. It is one of the things that nations rise and fall in leadership. You can see what poor leadership can do, right? You can just throw things in anarchy real quick. So it's very important for us to prepare future and present generations for present and future roles. But we know that all humans have to eat. If not, you die. So it is very important that we prepare every young person to be able to feed themselves. That makes sense? So I'm thankful that the public system has culinary in their curriculum. I'm baffled that private sector doesn't. I'm like, oh, I guess they're making sure that those that went to the public school can feed them when they get older because they're not learning how to cook. But we also have a way of including them that don't have the cooking classrooms on their school campuses, don't get the culinary courses. We help with that too. Because the master classes that we have at the Ritz-Carlton for youth aged 10 to 17, anyone can come. Whether you're in a public school or private school, we've had plenty outstanding private school students. Take it up because that is what they want, and if their school don't give it to them, they go and find it somewhere else. And I'm thankful for even the board members that are present here today, Ms. Katie She's our communications
I love
person.
the program. It's an
And
awesome
our,
program.
and our technical director, Miss Antoinette Parasite, is in the back. Yeah? So when it comes to lesson plans and doing a lot of the courses, that is her forte. She came up with the layout of what we do at the Ritz-Carlton, which is 11 to 13 consecutive Saturdays from 9 until 11. They do master classes with the chefs at the Ritz. And we chose the Ritz from the beginning because the Ritz was positioning themselves to be a Michelin star facility.
And
Yes.
I think the Ritz has like about 7 or so restaurants, or a little, or less.
More than 8 now.
8 restaurants, yeah. So,
They used to have 11, but they shut down some of the poolside ones and stuff.
so they have a wide variety too.
Yeah, and different cuisine. Like
Yes.
some is just Italian and some is
Yeah.
international.
Pizza,
So-
I don't, yeah.
So, and sushi, and
Yeah.
they have some top tier stuff. So that is why we partnered with them from the get-go. They have not yet received a Michelin star, but they still top
Working
tier.
towards it, yeah.
But one of the great things of this program is that we prepare young people to rub shoulders with Michelin star people.
Love that.
And one of them actually happened to be my son,
Oh, cool.
who just graduated from the Roche last week.
Oh, yeah.
And I have the balloon. But if you know about La Roche is the #2 hospitality school on the planet. It's hard to get into. It got me broke for the last 4 years. But it's a worthwhile investment for any young person from the Cayman Islands to say, I've been there, I've been educated at the highest level, I've rubbed shoulders with Michelin star people from all over the world, and I can bring this skill set home. And it'll make Cayman's tourism product so much better.
Yeah.
And that's what we all need to do, right? We need to kind of grow our economy. Yes, ma'am?
I was his catering teacher at John Gray.
I remember. I remember I called up Yeah, man. Earlier Miss Pink wasn't here, but she was in the wrong class, right? I'm like, Miss Pink, what you doing? But Miss Pink also poured into Ahmed and my other son, Jamar, at Prospect Primary. So I'm like, oh. But I think it is an awesome feeling as a parent of the Roche alumni, but I wish this for all parents in Cayman. Yes. You had something? No. Okay. But let me tell you a little bit about what the program offers and why I'm talking to teachers. Because for us to grow this program and to open these opportunities to young people, I don't work in a school. So I don't know them when they say, I don't want to be a chef. I don't study in auto mechanics because I want to be a chef. I don't hear that conversation because I'm not on the school campus. But you do. And so I'm trying to share this opportunity with you so you can share the opportunity with them. If there's a desire, I want to be an air hostess. Anything to do with hospitality, give us a check. We'll help prepare them. And we can try to do it at the highest level so they can also make you feel proud to say, I taught him catering. I taught him math. Right? Or I taught him English. And you still feel that you are a major part of it because without it, he would have failed his courses. All of this groundwork builds up, right? And that's why having them exposed to this kind of master classes by top tier chefs, they go and they ace their courses. We had a young man, he is Jamaican. He moved here maybe about 2 years or 3 years before graduation. And he got into the program. And he had to fundraise because he wasn't eligible for scholarships. He fundraised about $36,000 because he got admitted to Le Cordon Bleu. #1 culinary school on the planet. Now, here's where I got to try to keep the goosebumps down. Tariq Francis left the shores of the Cayman Islands, went to Paris, France. Most of his courses was in French. And graduated with distinctions from the #1 school on the planet. An award that wasn't awarded, it was 10 years was the last one. And this little youngster who fundraised his own way through selling fish fries and different, used the same skill set to prepare himself for college and to get there. Now, that kind of leadership, I can't take all the credit for it because he was a prefect at Clifton Hunter, and I know other people pour into him. But our program also offers leadership. It's about reading. They read leadership books when everybody else is on vacation. When people are enjoying all of their Christmas thing, they're reading a book. And they got a 1-page report to give me. And then there's discussions for months on, that didn't mean that. This didn't mean that. But this meant to you. And because we take mentoring seriously, it hurts when I see them being treated unjustly or taken for granted. Right? But that is that's a way of life. Not everything goes as planned. Not everything. But as a leader, you make the next best decision and you move forward. So, I say that to say this, that when you show passion in what you do, people see it, and you start to get invited. What the Bible put it, the doors will just open for you. And here's some of the open doors that happened to us recently, the National Youth Culinary Program. In 2023, we were invited by Melissa Cookston, who is the world's winningest female world champion, barbecue world champion. She won it 7 times, a woman, barbecue. She beat up all them on there, right? So, but she formed a world junior barbecue league. And she noticed that there was a lot of dropouts of high school in the United States. So she attached it that you must be in high school to take part. So it's pitched for teenagers aged 13 to 18. In the US, they graduate at 18. Here is 17 or 18, but you must be in high school. You must be registered. You must be able to share grades and registration, proof that you're registered in a high school. And you get to compete. And all you have to do is cook meat on a smoker. And it's slow cooked so that they can teach them teamwork, time management. All right. And they learn so much from it. But she has formed a world championship where young people from all over the world emerge, and some of them are invited. And they come to the World Championships in Memphis, Tennessee, every fall, either September or October. And Cayman was invited in 2023. And the team that won our national championship that year was from Lehman Scott High School in the BRAC. And the BRAC has brought their flavors. And they came second in the world in barbecue chicken, 5th in the world in beef brisket, and 5th in the world in, no, they were second in chicken, they were 5th in beef brisket. That was it. And in 2024, we took 3 teams from the Cayman Islands. Because with the invite, we could just say anybody that won any of the regional matches can come. And we have 3 regional matches. One is at the Agile, which is next month. We do it every year since 2023. And then the national championships is at A.L. Thompson right before Easter. Because it's a good time to do it at A.L. Thompson. He won't sell a lot of grills anyhow, right? For everybody camping out and stuff. So it ties in well with his business model. And a lot of people seeing young people enjoying themselves, cooking and competing. And then we have the Bob Zappa Costa Classic. It is named in honor of the late Bob Zappa Costa, who developed the Island House NPO. It is a non-profit youth facility and program that helps disenfranchised youth to make good choices and to prepare them for the future. And some of them are actually learning how to do investments and stuff, like trading and that kind of stuff. So they're actually doing a lot of stuff that is very helpful and unique, and not a lot of young people is exposed to it, but it's another avenue for them to grow. So in 2024, we placed fourth in chicken and all four of the meats, ribs, pork butt, and beef brisket. But last year we placed second again in pork ribs.
Did you see a pork butt?
Yes. Yeah. There's the ham, which is the leg part, and the upper part is called the butt. But they choose these cuts. They choose these cuts because if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, there you go. If you don't know what you're doing, you can really make a mess of it, right? But sometimes they make it challenging. Like this was done to medium. So they're telling you at the get-go of the competition, this year pork butt is being done to medium. It means you gotta watch it. You gotta make sure the internal temperatures is right for medium.
Yeah, not medium.
Right. And then the next year you come back. Oh, we practice medium all year long. Next year, it's the pull.
Pull apart, yeah.
So then there's a whole different flavor profile you need to use, whole different technique of cooking, and a whole different level of internal temperature because then they want you to pull it.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Mr. Miles, when you're going to the competitions, do you take any Caribbean flavors with you, or?
Always.
Of course.
Always. Always. One time we even took seasoned peppers and had them in a jar of vinegar because you can't import agricultural unless they're processed, right?
Yeah.
So that was our process. They're pickled. Just put them in, and we did it. I dropped it in the right before I left home. I put the peppers in, so I wanted them as fresh as possible, right?
Yeah.
That's how that is. But they don't know if they were there for a week. But we even use the same vinegar from the peppers to wash our meats and stuff. Although they discourage it in the competition, they do taste the difference.
Yes, that's the question.
And that's what matters to us.
Yes.
So this is John Gray students at the national championship at A.L. Thompson. Yeah. And as you can see, they have a lot of fun even though they compete.
Love it.
Yeah. And this is Liz. She's from the Meat Federation. So she sponsors all the meat for the competition.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why we always wear the aprons. Like we give her mileage because that's the expensive part.
Yeah.
That and the grills.
And then Melissa is right here.
Yeah, and Melissa Cookstone is right here.
Oh, nice.
The winningest barbecue chef on the planet. She won it 7 times.
Isn't that what's his name from Carnivore? From that
Yes.
song?
Dylan, yeah.
Dylan, yeah.
We had judges from quite a few of our local top restaurants that participated.
This is Chelsea,
Yeah, isn't that she does the tacos, the breadfruit tacos at
Sarah.
Miss Sarah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's her over here
Yeah.
from Smokies. But
Yeah.
she's now at Fire Away.
Oh, okay.
So if you really like her flavors,
Where the plaza where Bicemore is.
Galleria Plaza, yeah.
Okay.
So she's head chef at Fire Away as well. So,
place,
The pizza
Yeah.
place, the new pizza place.
but she got a whole lot of different
stuff, flavors and stuff.
flavor profiles are different. It's not just Italian.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, man, she's really creative with what she do.
One
One thing that she does a lot is she blends the local flavors into even some of her that.
Yeah, she does.
Yep.
She's really good at
Yep.
doing that, yeah.
So the inclusion part that I really want to share is that we tried to include Lighthouse School in 2024, and they have been trained to stay away from fires. Right? And so they were scared of the fires because we do fire starting, fire extinguisher course. You actually get certified from the fire department
Cool.
on how to extinguish fires, which is a life-saving and property-saving skill that
Yeah.
all of us should have.
Yeah.
Right? If your house start to catch on fire and you got fire extinguisher in your house, you can save your house.
Yeah.
If it's service.
If you have a fire extinguisher.
Right? And if you know how to use it, some people, firemen tell me say in the training that people take the fire extinguisher, pull the pin and throw it in the fire. And then it's a grenade. So, all right, wow. Pull the pin, man. Anyhow, so that is some of the things when you're not trained, you know. If you don't know, you don't know, right? But so we are asking sponsors right now to sponsor a pellet grill. So pellet grill is an internal
Heating,
combustion.
yeah.
So it runs off of pellets. So the pellets is the fuel, and it's just contained. So there's no open flames. The thing is, they won't get the fire extinguisher training because they're scared of the fire. But I'm looking forward to the day when a Lighthouse School student gets it, because they can then feel that they conquered fire. Not scared of it anymore. If I'm scared of it, I know how to out it. Right? And I think that is even more important a skill to have than to have a respectful fear for fire, I should say. Because I understand my parents, because I have a special needs child who I made it a point to say, you gotta do this. Because I need to prepare you for life beyond me. And
Yes.
if you come up in a situation where something is on fire and you can save it, you need to know how to save it. So he did it. He was 24 when he did it. But he did it.
That's good.
But I'm looking forward to the day when a Lighthouse School student that is in Lighthouse School gets certified. I could try to make something special with it, tell you the truth. Right? We've had Lighthouse School students in our culinary program before. At the Ritz-Carlton, they continue to want to do stuff. Tevin's mom does most of the caterings at Pirates Week and stuff like that. So he's constantly involved in it. So I'm looking forward to including a lot of SEN students. A lot of them feel that they don't belong. They don't belong on campus. They don't belong in their environments. They don't belong in their communities. And that only leads to people want to exit when you feel that you don't belong. Now I'm a youth worker. I work at the youth services unit. I'm off today because I'm doing this. Right? But I've grappled with young people exiting because they feel that they're not connected to the community. They're not connected to even the family members who's supposed to be the one thing that they could rely on to belong in. The structure isn't there. So then we provide a different family for them. One that enjoys cooking, one that enjoys having people smile when the cooking tastes good. I think I'm not even a chef. I just look like a chef. When I become a certified commercial chef, then I'll call myself chef. And that's one of the things that we're working on right now. We're partnering with Brain Child Development Center to provide courses, certified courses. So anyone can be a chef. It's based on what you trained. And now they're offering commercial chef certification from level 1 to level 3. And we could be rolling it out at Triple C School because they have a lab there that they hardly use, especially after school.
Yeah.
So we can offer it out to parents, adults,
Love that.
anyone that really wants to get involved. You can do a commercial chef course. Ms. Paris Hoyt wants to teach on how to do cake decorating. Can't wait, right? So that is where we are right now. And I don't want to do a lot of the talking because this presentation could go on for a long time if you leave me to talk. But here is some of the offerings that we have with the master classes at the Ritz. We do kitchen hygiene with them, time management with them, tools and equipment management. We also do this with the barbecue league because this is 3 years old, but it don't look 3 years old, right?
Brand new.
And it's because we show them how to care for it.
Nice.
Yeah? Even if it requires painting. Most of the time, we Mrs. want to do the painting. But we show them how. Those who want to do it, they'll come and do it. But knife skills is because we're also preparing them for other competitions. We used to compete in Barbados. There was a competition called the Caribbean Junior Dueling Challenge, where youth from all around the region came and compete at fine dining competition. And we did pretty well when we were there. We came second a few years and then they stopped having the competition and COVID happened and it never started back. So it's time for it to start back.
I'll let them know.
And I reached out to Chef Peter Edie because it's his competition. And he said, he not got no problem with us doing it in Cayman. So we will be making a proposal to the Ministry of Tourism and try to get young people from all over the Caribbean to come and compete against our youth here in Cayman with a hope of seeing if they can beat us on home soil. I don't think it will happen. We came second on foreign soil. We're not going to lose on home soil. I'm pretty sure of that. But they learn mother sauces. They learn how to make pasta from scratch. They bake bread and rolls and other pastries. They do chocolate. They do chicken, how to break it down and how to cook it in different ways. Fish, how to fillet and how to prepare. Beef, grilling, sushi, lamb, pizza, all because that's what's being offered there at the Ritz. That along with their leadership reading is what they do in 1 year. And then in year 2, then they'll start to buddy up with those in year 1 and we teach them leadership and they talk about the books amongst themselves and say this is what I got from it and that kind of stuff. And to get them exposed to the industry. So from the time they become year 2, they're looking for internships at restaurants during breaks. Most of them are competing internationally by year 2. So young Santos from Cayman Brackets, 14, represented Cayman last year at the World Food Championships. So there's global competitions that they get exposed to. Because it's one thing to being the best in your house. It's another thing when you're the best in the world.
In the world, yes.
Right? And I think that is very important for us to remain competitive. Not only about financial industry. Remain competitive in everything. And if our young Caymanians become world champions, they can't say nothing other than respect due. Not true. We all felt it when Jordan Crooks not only broke the world record, but became world champion.
We're proud.
Everybody felt it. And it will happen when one of them become world champion. And then we can confidently say the Cayman Islands is the culinary capital of the Caribbean. And we got to prove. We are young people are world champions, and our older ones are world champions too. Yeah? That's Santos there. Hey, go on. That's Santos.
Santos
He,
for short.
he looked like he looked like he's saying you just said that already, sir. And
Yeah, was the youngest.
so
Yeah, he looks
yeah,
like the youngest,
he
yeah.
the youngest.
He has taken part in the most international so far.
Wow.
Yes, because he competed in the
24.
24. He was at World Barbecue League World Championships, and then 25 he went to World Food Championships. Yep. And then hopefully he get to compete at home against the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next thing. The Barbecue League exposes young people aged 13 to 18 in how to start fires using a chimney, fire extinguisher certification, food handler certification, meat prep and cutting workshops, barbecue workshops, pit master tours and guest speakers, master classes with Miss Melissa, temperature control on how to, because even these that look simple, they got a lot of technology that if you do it right, you get it right, and if you do it wrong, they can taste the difference. Trust me, nobody don't like eating stuff. So yeah.
So like the grill, like you guys do when it comes to like the barbecuing, and I just heard you say like the pit. I watch, I think it's Pit Masters on Netflix or something like that.
Yeah.
So you guys do different techniques too in terms of what they can cook on apart from the grill and stuff like that. So you guys do anything of the sort?
When we have open fires, when we do caboose camp,
Yeah. Okay.
we do a makeshift caboose. Because
Okay.
what caboose camp is to prepare young people for disaster recovery.
Yes. Yeah.
You still gotta eat even though your house blow
You
away,
don't have a stove
trees blow
or
down.
anything.
You still gotta eat, right? So why we do caboose camp is because we're saying, okay, if you can get a piece of zinc and some blocks or some rocks and,
Okay,
and a
cool.
grill,
Yeah.
you can cook for your family.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I was asking. Like if you guys
Yeah.
teach them anything apart from just.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
we teach them a lot.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, and with caboose camp, we actually go to a caboose like the one at Pedro Castro.
Yeah. Okay.
And in the BRAC, there's a lady, Miss Annie Walton, who has an active caboose that she bakes and cooks on.
Okay.
So whenever we do caboose camp in the BRAC, it's always an intergenerational activity with her.
Okay.
So this year we plan on having it for a whole week in the BRAC.
Okay.
And it'll feature her because one day, like on the Wednesday, we'll do the baking because we'll have a food sale on Friday and Saturday. So we'll bake a few days before, and then she can cook other stuff. And we'll try to use her caboose and interact with her because she's up in age, but she
Yeah.
has so much knowledge on
I was just gonna
what
say, yeah.
woods to use for what temperature.
Yeah.
Like she bakes with coconut shells.
Mm.
The shell, the hard part that you
The
peel
hard
off,
part, yeah.
because it burns at 170 degrees.
Wow.
Like,
Gives off a flavor.
Yeah.
but she's figured this out. We've figured out that if we cut sea grape this way, we can get 250 degrees constantly by adding. So we cut them
What?
4 inches. No, the logs are 4 inches.
Interesting.
And if it's this big, then it's like real skinny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and we just so now we have figured that out.
Wow.
Before caboose cooking was just throw wood on the
Wood on
fire,
it, yeah.
cook on. When it cook, you take it off, and then there's a whole lot of energy being wasted.
Yeah.
Or you keep on adding
Yeah.
more
Adding,
because it's
yeah, it's too hot.
so
Yeah.
temporary.
That's interesting. That's very.
So we teaching them all of that. So if
So that
and-
falls back to like kind of science when it comes
Yep.
to the type of wood you're
Right.
using.
Yep.
And in Cayman, and that's in Cayman.
and caboose
as well.
cooking is very
Yeah.
traditional.
Love it.
So the harder the woods, the higher the temperature. So Miss Annie cooks Cayman style beef with iron wood. Now it's hard to find iron wood in Cayman,
Yeah,
but
Cayman, yeah.
there's an abundance in the BRAC. So next time
Yeah,
I import a few. When I go, actually part of caboose camp is actually going to look firewood and preparing firewood because they need to know how to store it as well. Like you store firewood high and dry, which means you got it, you put it up so it's away from the ground, and that the air can naturally dry it. Because if the ground dries it, you could get an earthy taste when you cook. You can do it if that's what you're looking for. Right? So plenty times when we're doing, like when we do catering, I tell them, no, we're using logwood that's dried on the ground. Because it's an amazing flavor that a lot of people are like, oh, this tastes so different. Because it tastes like cumin without putting cumin in it.
Mm.
And some people don't like cumin.
Cumin, yeah.
So, but I've noticed that anytime you deal with beef or pork, they want that cumin taste.
Cumin taste, yeah.
And we can get it from the wood itself, even if we run out of cumin. Yep. And it's something I learned from Cubans, because that's what they do. They roast whole pigs.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yeah.
They use a whole log that most times is not dried properly. They dry it on the ground. And they say, you're not eating, like, no, come on now. You got a log, you don't need no cumin, man.
So within these international competitions that you have attended, do you carry your own wood?
No,
Or it's not
they
allowed?
don't allow us
Okay.
to import stuff.
Yeah,
But what
agricultural,
I was hoping
agricultural
that even we could get away with charred
Yeah.
sea grape, because sea grape is an awesome flavor. Any of you ate food from Lloyd's Smokehouse?
Yeah.
He used sea
There's-
grape
On his brisket?
only
Oh, that's
on
right.
all of it. Sea grape.
Just by passing
And-
by there.
You can
It's
smell it.
smell it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but if you think sea grape every time you, all right, if you get a ripe sea grape and you pop it in your mouth and it tastes great,
That's a good one.
that's the tree that he cut from. You know that sea grape has a generous arm, right? There's always a branch that's rotten on the sea grape tree. You know
Yeah.
notice?
Yeah.
It is rotten and it's air dried and high and dry. You just gotta break it off
Break it
and
off.
cook. I tell you, like, go. No, but it is always an arm. It is always one that is dry. Sometimes it's way up, or sometimes it's low down. But if you really look at a sea grape tree, it always has a part for you to cook with. Yeah, and all we gotta do is go get it. Yeah, and the flavors are amazing.
Just being
And
environmental
if-
conscious while using the sea grape, the same way you clear the shrubs around when you're camping,
Uh-huh.
the same twigs that you cut from the sea grape, just lay them over your fire,
Yeah.
put your meat on it and cook just the same.
Same.
Cook as just as good as you would have a grill.
Yep.
I'm just wondering.
Soldier man, yeah, soldier.
I'm just wondering based on that.
No,
now,
soldiers have small fires. You know that, right? You know that, right?
They have?
Soldiers create small fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then the smoke signal is telling you where everybody is. Right? So the small twigs is the small twigs is important.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the same thing can be done with the wood, with fish, like the jerk fish and the roast fish.
Yeah, man. I
Okay, so
think
it
it's a roast like that.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to do that.
So some of the technologies that a lot of people take for granted, right, is that if you got smoke slow, all the heat is over here, and all your food is over here. So all you're getting is the flavor from the smoke, and the smoke itself does the cooking. So like I say, this might look simple, but this has chambers in it for you to control temperature. Open this up, and it's get real hot. This can open up. If I loosen it a bit, it can open up. See?
Yeah.
When that is open, and when this is open, is when your grill is at the hottest. Because fire needs three things, right? Oxygen, ignition, and fuel. And once it's ignited, and you feed it oxygen, it'll get real hot. And so you'll see the young people in the league doing this until they get it to where it needs to be. They want to
Please proceed to period 5.
whatever period that is. Double period. Yeah, they also get exposed to the leadership reading because the whole program is about creating leaders and good decision makers. So the books that they get to read is like the 21 Laws of Leadership, Irrefutable Laws. Another one, they read Proverbs because it's about wisdom, yeah, and about how to live, right? They read, I've got a list of them. They read Go Givers. Go Giver talks about making yourself coachable. How to win friends and influence people is because we also preparing them to serve the world, and you got to do that in the right way. If you serve the world in a world-class way, they will never forget you.
Oh, yes.
And this is why our tourism product is the way it is. It's because when people come here, they leave feeling special. And they come back because they like that feeling. Most people in the world likes to feel special all the time. Right?
Yes.
Some people won't be miserable, but most people want to have an enjoyable time. So that is what hospitality is all about. Hospitality is all about that, letting people feel valued. So a lot of the reading is to do with that. You win in the locker room first talks about if you get a chance to choose your team, you can choose your team, but if you don't get to choose the team, how you still have the right attitude in the team, and about setting the culture. And then optional reading is Spike. Spike is a book that talks about focusing on the strengths that you have and keep building on the strengths. Even though you have weaknesses, it's about building on your strengths. I just gave the son of Sister Wall the leadership reading, but if you want to read it, you can. Okay? And if you have a child that's part of the program, want to be part of the program, you can read along with them, because chances are you'll see them more often than me. Right? If they come to the culinary program, it's once a week for 13 weeks. If they're in the program for 4 years, because most of them stay in for 4 years, they'll get to see me more frequent because of competitions and because of catering and fundraising and stuff. They'll get to see more of, yes.
That's also for the practice?
Yes.
So they come down to you once a week?
Yes. And it costs 2 arms and 5 legs. But anyhow, we make it happen. And this year, we have 3 students from the brand. Santos Samaya, who was on from last year,
Yeah.
and now Eden McField.
What time do those classes run? Is that after school? During
At the
school
Ritz?
hours? Yeah.
No, from 9 till 11 on Saturdays.
Oh, it's on Saturdays.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
gotta
not
do it
on
when
any
it's-
school day. Okay,
yeah.
understood. Yeah.
We got to do it when the students are available.
We used to have it. We used to have a similar program in the Cali Core, but I think they don't. It's discontinued. But always goes on Thursdays. So.
Right. But anytime could they want to do it again, let us know. And we see what we
Choose,
can.
like, what their specialization will be, or do you guys decide that? So
They
it's
choose
like
that.
barbecuing
if-
and stuff, but-
Yeah, but from the registration, we have an idea, because we ask the young people what they want to do. If they want to become a pit master, a sommelier, whatever, they can write it down, and we can prepare you for that. Because if you want to be a sommelier, we're not gonna do that, but we can point you to like Grand Old House, which has the widest wine collection in the Cayman Islands.
Nice.
So why not?
Yeah.
They were also queued up to become a Michelin star restaurant.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. Yes, ma'am.
Is there then an application process where you choose the people? Because obviously
Yes.
you might get 50, but you can't cater for 50
Right.
students.
We,
so
we
you
do
have
12.
to- Right.
And you do 12 for a reason, right? If Jesus didn't want more than 12.
That's true, sir.
No.
We can only handle that much.
Yeah, some of the flyers right there. Yeah, man. Because 12 is also a tight squeeze at the Ritz-Carlton kitchens.
Yeah.
But because we can give them all time to practice. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that it's meaningful to them and that there's space for them to do what they do or what they need to do. But yeah, it's a manageable number for us for the master classes, and we are very particular with it. We make sure that you want to be a chef, you come. If you don't want, you want to learn to cook, that's for the camp. Right? That's your experience. But if you want to be a chef,
When do you have the camp?
summer.
Summertime?
Yeah,
And how
we-
long do they run for?
1 week most of the time here. In the bracket, it used to be like 3 days. This year, we want to do a week.
Is it free or there's a cost?
No, it's about $100
Okay.
for the
For
week.
the whole week?
Yeah, yeah. And they eat a lot of food too.
They cook it and
They cook it and eat it. And trust me, if you're a parent, you're not getting none. I like, you're gonna take a little bit home for your mom.
When is usually this week?
She come up with $100 for you. Sorry.
So when is usually that week in the summer? In July or?
August. Because it's when I can get vacation from my job.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Thanks to August for the first week.
This year I want to do the second week if we can get John Gray.
See how the
If we
application
can't get
already-
John Gray, because last year we couldn't get John Gray because they were doing some deep cleaning or something. But we need to have some place where it's cool because summer is terrible. You give it hot. Yeah. No. As long as not fire alarm, we
Okay.
good.
Do these kids get like a certification or like a certificate or something to say that they completed the camp?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
And they do some certification in the camp itself, like food handlers.
Yeah.
Because at the end of each camp, we do a food sale.
Okay.
So it teaches them entrepreneurship, how to prep for an event, how to prep for a food sale. Yes, ma'am?
And so the thing you're talking about, the camp, that's this thing here? Is this the camp? No.
No, that's the
Because
program
this
at the
says
Ritz.
ages 10, but
Yeah.
then this one says ages 14.
Oh, that's the barbecue.
Oh, so
Ba-
they're two different things.
Yeah, the barbecue is for upper high school because it was pitched to keep high schoolers from dropping out.
Okay.
That's why it's that age range.
So the camp you're talking about can be for 10-year-olds?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think
They can
it's-
come to camp, man. Even those that just want to learn how to cook, that's what camp for.
Or baking.
Right. Huh?
Check the website.
Sorry?
Application for
Summer?
Yeah.
Alright, we're trying to do Cayman back the first week of August, and then the second week of August we have it here. Because the third week of August, hopefully, they're competing with this regional competition that we're trying to bring back.
So
Okay.
when you're ready to sign up?
We can send information to all the schools. I can send out like next week. So you can have all of these registration forms that are here. All the information is here. The camp dates, I have to nail down. But I can send you the tentative camp dates. When they confirm, you'll see camp information coming up. It goes to almost every school. All the principals get it at least. Not primary, but I'm making sure that primary get it. Yeah, no, but
My
age
daughter
10.
would like to do something like this because she got in another year because she's 9. Well, she'll be 10 this October, so.
That's close enough, man. She comfortable around fires?
No, she just comes
Baking. But is she comfortable around fires? Because it not could just be baking.
Man, I can rock her up.
No, what happens is we don't ever want anyone, especially young people, to leave with a sour taste in their mouth that are fearful of anything. Yeah. If they're fearful of cutting with a knife, the staff can cut for them.
No, she can do all that.
Okay. Yes.
you make sure. So
Quick question. Do you guys, apart from you, like, do you have somebody in your, because I work with the behavior unit,
Mhm.
used to, and we have a kitchen for ourselves as well. And we
Okay.
have a lovely lady, Miss Bessie, who coordinates as much, and she's a Caymanian.
Mhm.
She teaches them the like one blender cornbread. You just throw everything in and you bake it, and we try to do a lot of traditional.
Bessie Ardila?
Yes, we try to do a lot of what you call it, local foods, and we try to do that, and then we kind of have a sale at the end sometimes too. But would there be anybody from your program to come and speak to the kids, or have a small session or something where they can see that these things are out there, because our kids are isolated somewhat from their schools, their home schools.
Okay.
Our kids are we're the behavior unit over there, so most of the kids don't go to school full time. They are reintegrated, and it's very difficult for the high school kids, like you guys were saying. This is for them to kind of
Yeah.
not drop out.
Right.
Unfortunately, some of our kids get sent to us and they don't make it back into school. They don't reintegrate into school. So to gain a specific skill is not as academic, but you know, they're skillful with their hands and to do certain things. So I think this would be great.
And what age
For-
are they all high schoolers that come to you?
Yes, so we have from years 8, sometimes we get year
11-year-olds?
7, yeah, to year 11. Right now, I think they have year 9 as the youngest. So-
12-year-old.
Yeah.
That could work still. That could work still.
I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. What you do is form them into a team.
Just go about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
understand.
If you form them into a barbecue league team,
Yes.
then we just
Okay, that would be.
what happens is
that's
they'll be
nice.
exposed to all the workshops with all the other children. So
Okay.
it's not,
I see.
you know,
Yeah,
they
I see.
become
Yeah,
part of
'cause they're
another
very-
community. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind
Yeah.
of like, sorry.
I know most of the but I just want to share this. I teach at Clifton Hunter, and this program has been at Clifton Hunter for a while. Mr. Spooner spearheading it, and Mr. Miles making things happen. And the only thing bad thing I can say about this program is it should have happened sooner. It actually it's keeping one of our most at-risk students from dropping out.
Wow.
And if there's one thing that she's extremely proud of, it is her achievements in this program.
good, yeah.
So if you could find some way to get it into the primary schools, I think,
Yeah.
especially for those kids who are
Yeah.
not academic, you know,
Yeah.
the ones who like to work with their hands,
Yeah.
this is a fantastic.
We would like it at Prospect Primary.
The barbecue league.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The thing is, we can expose them to it. It's just that they can't compete at the world level until they're 13.
Just come and
As a-
talk with them
Yeah, yeah.
about becoming a chef, using their hands.
Okay.
You know, for
Well, if they
Prospect,
won't be a
that would
chef
good.
other than the barbecue league, they can do that at age 10 with what we do at the Ritz. The 10-year-olds can come to
So
that.
year 6, year 6
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be
Year
good
6
to
is-
talk about that.
Yeah.
A year 6
But if you need me to talk to year 5s,
Mhm.
just let me know.
But we also have at-risk students who are
Right.
really good with their hands, who would like those kind of talk.
Okay.
Mr. Miles,
Yes, ma'am.
in reference to what she's saying, the younger ones, especially in primary, can be exposed to the decorating, the cupcakes and so on.
Yes.
Yeah, the cold side of the kitchen.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
all this, that gives that creativity.
Yeah.
And then we could always tie it cross curriculum, art,
Yeah.
and, you know, colors and stuff like that.
Baking is a whole lot safer.
Measuring.
We try to let them
So
do
it
it.
helps.
Because what we noticed when we offered it before, the younger ones gravitated to baking,
Of course.
and then we had cupcake war
Yeah.
at the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah.
No, we did it for Child Month
Oh, cool.
because we know there are some young
Yeah.
ones that in it, and they're competing against the high schoolers and beat them too. Yeah, they because it's all about taste and sugar, and they're like,
Love it.
they're good at that. Yes, sir.
Do you have any incorporation of food art in your program?
Not yet, but we do some sugar craft stuff in camp.
Okay.
But inside like ice sculpting and stuff like that.
Like vegetable art.
Art,
and stuff like
vegetable, yeah, origami. Sometimes we do it, and especially when it comes for presenting,
that.
to put stuff on your plate.
Yeah.
To
You have any room for volunteers?
always. Always. What do you mean, man? I'm not gonna say no to help. No.
That's an area
What?
that I specialize in food art.
No problem. Well, I know Spoon got your contact, so
Yes, man.
especially at camp. If we roll it out from camp, we kind of see where young people's proclivities are. You know, if they're leaning more towards the hot side of the kitchen or the cold side of the kitchen or what.
Because you already mentioned chocolate earlier, and from a culinary perspective, chocolate is a whole
Different field. Yeah.
page by itself.
Yep. And a lot of young people are gravitating towards it right now. Because it's the cool side of the kitchen. You know, and they don't want to sweat. And then if you're really good at what you do, you can really make a lot of money from just a box of chocolates, right? One box, $200-300, and that's it. Yeah, man. Because a lot of them they can pack it with cognac and different flavors and yeah, man. So I've seen a box of chocolates in Spain. I just got back from Spain because my son graduated in Spain. A box of chocolate was €250. I'm like, what could possibly be in this?
Love. Lots of love.
€250. But they look pretty. All of them look pretty, and they have different stuff, and they have everything measured out, so they know, okay, if you look in this one and this. I'm like, okay. But that's where chocolate is at right now. So it's very important that we get young people prepared for all these opportunities, and we point them to wherever their dreams want to take them and help facilitate it. And that's what we do. As we develop young people, pray for us because some of the challenges can be painful. One of the things that we've noticed is that our programming saves lives. So, if we're too late, then we're too late, and it can hurt. All right, but I don't like ending on a sour note, but we aim to develop world-class leaders in and out of the kitchen, and we can need your help as teachers to help identify those that might want to quit, but might be inspired by whatever we might have to offer, and point out towards us. Our email address is on the flyer, nycp.cayman@gmail.com, and we see how we can do our best to be right by our children. Thank you. If anybody interested in any training soon, with brain child development, we're looking to do commercial chef. We're also doing another course called Contemporary Caribbean Cuisine, because what we for adults. We gotta get it confirmed at Triple T first. But well, we'll have to take it to the BRAC if there's interest. No, what it is, right? Everywhere else in the world, everywhere else in the world is proud of their cuisine. There's Asian cuisine, there's European cuisine, and then there's French. But they don't consider themselves European. They're French cuisine, right? So what happened to the Caribbean with all our awesome flavors? How come we don't have Caribbean cuisine? Huh? No, it's not recognized. So that's what this course is about. If you do it and it becomes part of the industry, that they say, listen, I know how to do a St. Lucian dish the St. Lucian way. I know how to do a Cayman dish the Caymanian way, by recipe. So at any given time, you having the same thing. And that's why it is crepe Suzette. It's crepe Suzette, no matter where you get it. And that's top tier French appetizer, and that's it, right? But everybody do crepe Suzette the same way. And that's what needs to happen. When you get Cayman style beef, it's supposed to be Cayman style beef. When you get flying fish and cuckoo, it should taste like you in Barbados. You understand? So that is what this course is about. We can get people like Ms. Parsons, who's from Barbados, to do Barbados stuff. My mother-in-law is a chef. Well, she cooks all the time. And she Caymanian. So she'll do the Caymanian stuff. So you get it the authentic way. So that's what our course is about. We're exposing people to that. It'll be a cost rate. It's about $300. But it'll be worth it when you have all the skill sets, right? Alright. I think that's all I have. Do you have any more questions?
Wait. Can you just let them know that we can send them this artwork that they can share through WhatsApp and socials? We can. No time.
Email address and phone number?
Persons who have the app download,